Alright you guys, welcome back to another workout. Here I'm starting off with some leg extensions, and I want to focus on hitting the VMO, which is the teardrop, or the innermost muscle of the quadricep. And so I'm really kind of just focusing on squeezing here and getting high metabolic activity in that muscle. You know, it's a lot of this is mindset, and I really like to kind of focus on working the muscle. Here I get one of my co-workers to videotape me here.
Where do you want me to? Right here, just square off. Okay.
That way it's much better, and you'll get to see it's a much better angle and so forth. But here I'm working the hamstrings on a kneeling hamstring curl, and just focusing on going nice and slow and controlled, keeping a nice, relatively upright posture, or somewhat of lean. Just want to work that hamstring, squeeze that belly. It's the biceps of the leg. In fact, that's why one of the muscles is called the biceps femoris. It's the outer hamstring muscle. There you go, nice and slow. And I like how I'm keeping my foot relatively straight. That kind of indicates, sometimes it can indicate imbalance in the pull of the hamstrings if it turns out or turns in too much. Typically it turns out a lot in a lot of people, which means their outer hamstrings tend to be dominant. Here I'm doing some front levers, or I'm working my way up to it. There you go, there's a front lever. I've done this before, just kind of wanted to do it this workout. Now I'm just bending my knees, just really trying to be functional, work the core, and that's it. Here, this is a kind of a framework fix exercise. I love this exercise. I'm trying to keep my weight on the right leg as I'm doing my inner leg sweep. It's actually working more the right leg than it is the moving leg. The non-moving leg has to stabilize against the floor. So not only do you have to stabilize against the other leg pulling and against resistance, you also have to balance yourself. And this is a very good exercise. This is good preventative to help balance the knees and so forth. Too often you see people in the gym, kind of like this guy here squatting, which is, again, it's not picking on, it's just that we typically just tend to be sagittal plane, whereas here I'm working the frontal plane. So it's good to work all planes, and you kind of give yourself, you help balance things out. Alright, so here I'm ending a workout with, I call this sprint 4. So basically it's 4 30-second sprints separated by 90-second active recovery. And my goal here was to keep it over 2,000 calories an hour, which I did quite easily, actually. And so I just called her over because I wanted to show the calories per hour so you guys can see it, and you don't just take my word for it. So as you can see, 21:24 right there, 21:98, and now I finished my interval. So now I'll just do active recovery and rest. But it's phenomenal. Here I'm just kind of doing some low intensity steady state at the end of the workout, just to kind of cool down and just continue to oxidize fat at a little bit of a higher rate than at rest. This is one of those little secrets of fat loss, guys. It doesn't take long. Swole patrol on the elliptical. Swole patrol. Fat loss science. Huffing and puffing. Fat molecules. Huffing and puffing, fat molecules in the form of carbon dioxide. If you don't follow me, I paid it a fool.